started in child's pose. So we'll bring our knees nice and wide on the mat. The big toes to touch if that's available. And gently walking the hands forward and allowing the forehead to rest down on the mat. In child's pose, it's also an option to have the knees closer together, so feel free to experiment and see if anything different feels more appropriate for your body this morning. Allow the fingers to spread wide and the palms to rest down in the mat. Maybe bringing the hands shoulder-width distance if that feels okay for you. Noticing as the shoulder blades draw together and gently fall down towards the tail. And the hips sit heavy and low towards the heels. Presencing yourself to this very moment. Releasing any thoughts or ideas of moments that have come before this one, and anything that will come in the future. Just simply being here now. And as you presence yourself to the sensations of the room, the sounds, the air, also begin to presence yourself to your breath. Noticing where in the body the breath is expanding and where it's contracting and letting go. As you become more aware of the breath, noticing where it flows in the nose and the back of the throat, also begin to lengthen each inhale and deepen each exhale. Sending breath not only into the lungs, but all the way into the belly and the low spine, down through the hips and out the toes. And as we exhale, notice the belly drawing up and in, creating a contraction in the body. Pressing out even extra drops of air at the bottom of the exhale, making space for newness. Begin to find your Ujjayi breathing. Gently contracting the back of the throat, creating an ocean-sounding breath. As we practice here in this room together, acknowledge that your breath is not only a tool for you, but also for the community around you. Sending your strength and positivity out into the room. On our next inhale, we'll bring our gaze forward between the thumbs. And as we exhale, hook toes and send hips high and wide for downward facing dog. Maybe beginning with a deep bend in the knees and gently wagging the tail from side to side, opening through the hips. Drawing belly in as shoulder blades reach together and down on the spine. Maybe walking heels out one at a time, lengthening through the back of the legs and the low spine. Nodding the head, yes. For all the things you are present to. And shaking the head from side to side, acknowledging the release of all the things that no longer serve you. Eventually finding stillness and center, aligning the feet hip bones distance wide, and wiggling the toes away from the mat, grounding down through the feet. Drawing shoulder blades together and towards the tailbone, allowing the crown of head to fall down towards the earth heavily. And rooting down through the palms with spread fingers, pressing the weight between the pointer finger and the thumb. Press the earth away with both hands and feet, making the body light as a feather. Inhale. Exhale, slowly walk feet to hands. Feet are hip bones distance or wider here, with a deep or a gentle bend in the knees, as we allow the torso to fold over the body, creating space in the low and mid spine. The back of the neck is long and relaxed, and if it feels good, catch opposite elbows. Relaxing through the toes as we rock the weight from right foot to left foot. Maybe rocking the weight slightly forward and backwards. And finding the center grounding point of the feet. More breath. Continuing to build up the Ujjayi breath, keeping the inhales and the exhales equally lengthened. One more full breath in here. And as we exhale, release elbows. Heel toe feet to touch with big toes touching and heels slightly parted. Gentle bend in the knees as we inhale. We'll roll up one vertebra at a time, first drawing the tailbone down. Drawing belly button in towards the spine. And inhaling all the way up, bringing shoulders up and around the ears, back on the spine and down. Creating space and opening through heart center. Spread toes wide and fan them back down on the earth, grounding down through the pads and the heels of the feet. Tailbone reaches down, creating a neutral pelvis, and belly button draws in, strengthening our core. If the eyes are closed, gently flutter the lids open, finding a gentle gaze directly ahead of you at the horizon. Inhale, reach fingers high, gaze follows. Exhale, thumbs come to heart center. Beginning our practice with an Om. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Bend in the knees. Inhale, lift halfway, creating length from crown of head to tail, bending the knees if you need to. Exhale, fold. Root down through both feet with a flat spine. Inhale, reach high. Gaze follows fingers all the way to the sky. Exhale, thumbs come to heart. Inhale, high. Fingertips lengthen towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold as belly button draws in. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips reach the earth or the shins. Exhale, plant palms, step back, high push-up. Set your alignment up here, preparing for the rest of our practice. For each vinyasa, our wrists are directly beneath shoulders with fingers spread wide as the elbows rotate in towards center line. Gentle bend in those elbows. Heels reach back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, rock forward on the toes. Optional, drop knees. And exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, glide forward, upward facing dog. Pause here, roll shoulders back and down towards the tailbone and press the earth away. Exhale, hook toes, downward facing dog. Full deep breath, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full deep breath. Inhale, fill the lungs all the way to their fullest capacity. Gaze forward between hands and exhale, walk or hop to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway for length. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, root down through the pads of the feet and the heels. Draw belly in as we inhale, Utkatasana. Pinky side edges of hands reach towards center line. As the palms eventually begin to magnetize towards one another, lengthening the arms overhead. Rock the weight into the heels as the tailbone reaches down, lengthening through low spine. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. Moving through your vinyasa, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant hands, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, glide forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale with a sigh. Inhale, gaze between thumbs where your feet will go. And as you exhale, walk or float forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine from crown of head to tail. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Our full exhale folds us forward, releasing over the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, drawing shoulders back, just like in our upward facing dog here. Exhale, fold, plant hands, step back, high to low push-up. Inhale, glide forward and move through upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On our next breath in, lift right leg to the sky, keeping our hip bones pointing towards the earth. Yes, beautiful adjustments. So it looks like the inner thigh is rotating in towards center line. Yes. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen heel to the back wall. Exhale, step right foot all the way through. Preparing for Gracious Hero 1, drop the back heel to the earth. Ground down through the outer edge of the back foot and inhale, fingertips reach high. Find your breath. Acknowledge the thoughts and where the mind is and where it's going. And bring it back here to the breath and the body. Find the hip bones and point them towards the front of your mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears for one more full inhale. As we exhale, hands come through heart center. Plant down to either side of front foot. As we step back, hug elbows in and move through your vinyasa. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to reach heart forward and up. And exhaling for downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift left leg high. Same practice, opposite side, rolling the inner thigh towards center, reaching big toes towards the ground. Exhale, step left foot all the way through, Gracious Hero 1. Ground down to outer edge of back foot and inhale, reach fingers high. If you ever want to experiment with cactus arms, this can be a good option for opening the neck and the shoulders. Just testing out modifications that work for you and your body. And it may be different day to day, so just acknowledging what you need. Reach the weight into the outer edge of the back foot as the gaze softens. Inhale, lengthen crown of head to the sky, reach tailbone down, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, palms through heart center, plant down on either side of front foot. Step back, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, glide forward, up dog. Exhale, reach hips back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more breath, inhale. Gaze between thumbs as you begin to exhale and walk or float the feet between the hands. Last sun salutation B of our practice. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen, draw shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Bend knees deeply. Inhale, reach fingers high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant hands, step back, high to low, push up. Elbows hug in as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, heart reaches through, shoulders draw down and back. Exhale, leading with hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step through, drop the back heel, and rise up, gracious hero one. Exhale, hands through heart, and peel open, gracious hero two. Gaze over front fingertips as we inhale, flip front palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse the hero. Right fingers reach away from the right hip as the front knee deepens its bend. Exhale, cartwheel hands all the way through, plant them down, and move through door vinyasa. Using each breath to guide each pose. More Ujjayi breath. Inhale, lift opposite heel to the sky. Exhale, step through. Left foot to left thumb. As we inhale, reach high, gracious hero one. Exhale, gracious hero two. Relaxing shoulders, softening the eyes. As we inhale, flip left palm to the sky, bring back palm to back thigh, and reverse the hero. Lifting left fingertips high towards the ceiling, creating an opening through each rib cage, each rib muscle between them. Lengthen for one more breath in, draw shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, cartwheel hands through, plant both palms. Step back, high to low push-up as you exhale. Inhale, glide forward, reach heart center through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. In your downward facing dog, find your belly button with your mind's eye and draw it in towards your spine. Find the muscles between the belly button and the pubic bone and draw those muscles up and in, creating firm engagement through the lower abdominals. Inhale here, drawing shoulders together, wrapping elbows in towards center. Bend the knees deeply. Exhale, gaze between thumbs. Now listen. As you jump through, think about finding a seat with your jump. Just with the intention of eventually being able to jump all the way through to your bottom. Bring feet flat on the mat in front of you. And plant the hands behind the body with fingertips facing away from the torso. Coming into our seated half pigeon, we're going to bring right ankle over the left knee. The left foot that's remaining on the floor, really ground that down into the earth. So activating through the pads of the feet and the heels. And then find the top foot, like wiggle the toes, rotate the ankle a little bit. Just get present to that foot and activate through that foot as well. From here, draw shoulders back and down on the spine, lengthening heart center forward. And then begin to either walk hands closer to the body or heel toe the foot on the floor closer to you, finding an opening through that right hip. More breath. More drishti, finding a soft gaze. Noticing places in the body that could use more breath, more space, more release. One more full inhale here. Exhale, spin the pointer fingers to come pointing towards the back hips, and scoot the palms back just slightly. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. Inhale here, activating through both feet. Exhale, press through palms and standing heel and lift the hips high for a one-legged tabletop. Inhale, lift hips higher and maybe allow the head to drop back. One more deep inhale, lift, pressing through the heel. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Switching sides, bring both feet to the mat. And bring left ankle to cross over right knee for a seated pigeon on the opposite side. Fingertips point away from the body. Both feet are active as belly button draws in and shoulders reach away, lengthening from crown of head to the tailbone. And find your edge. More breath. Relaxing the jaw and the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing the ears and the scalp. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring fingers to point towards the torso. Scooting the palms back just slightly if that's available for the wrists. Reach shoulders back and down on the spine. Exhale, root down through the standing foot. Lift the hips. And reach the pelvis high. Inhale, lift hips higher, grounding down through the standing heel. Exhale, slowly lower, all the way down to the mat. Bring both feet flat in front of you. And we're gonna come into a half Navasana here, which means we're gonna extend one leg out. So we'll start with our right leg. Left foot stays planted on the ground. So setting up our alignment here, we're still thinking about lengthening from the shoulders to the tailbone, reaching shoulders back and down, with our chin at the horizon. When you're ready, extend right leg forward, and palms to extend as well, parallel with that extended leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, catch on to the back of the calf. Continue to draw shoulders back, lengthening. If it's available, find the left palm and reach it across the foot and hook on to the outer edge of that right foot. Once you've made it here, or you can catch on to the outer ankle or even the outer shin. Inhale, lengthen. Either stay here or plant right palm behind you and exhale, find a gentle twist. Creating space through that IT band in the outer edges of the thigh and the shin. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, gently come back to center using both hands to catch calf or foot. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen the leg, inhale. As we exhale, slowly begin to fold forward with the intention of the forehead eventually touching the shin. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Coming to the opposite side, begin with alignment, lengthening from the sits bones all the way through the shoulders and the crown of the head. Extend left leg forward, inhale. Exhale, reach palms forward as well. Inhale, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, catch on to shin or calf, maybe walking the palms all the way up till you eventually catch on to the foot. Lengthen through the spine. So the length in the spine here is the priority. So if you can't quite reach the foot yet or the shin, you're just at the thigh, like be where you are. Inhale. And as we exhale, if it's available, find the right palm, cross it over the foot, and catch on to the outer edge of the left foot. Bring left palm behind you to support the spine. Inhale, lengthen crown of head tall. Exhale, twist through the torso to the opposite side. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale to center. Exhale, slowly release both feet down. Extend both legs directly out in front of you, drawing pinky side edges of feet towards the body. Belly button draws in and lengthening the crown of the head to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, palms alongside the body. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, continuing to bring focus to length in the spine. When you've made your way down, catching on to the shins or the feet, draw shoulders away from the ears by rooting them down towards the earth. Inhale, lengthen, sternum forward. Exhale, fold. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come all the way back to a seat. Bend the knees, catch on to the backs of the thighs. Inhale, lengthen heart forward. And as we exhale, draw belly button in, round the spine, and begin to lower down one vertebra at a time. When you've made your way to the mat, draw both knees deeply into the chest, giving them like the most loving and compassionate squeeze. Hug your knees like you've just met someone you've really missed at the airport. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, we'll lengthen each foot to a corner of the mat. Each palm alongside the body with hands facing high towards the sky. Gently tucking the chin, allowing the back of the neck to be long. And slowly releasing our Ujjayi breath. Letting go of the work and the trying. And being here in the ease. Know that there is nothing to change. There is nothing to fix. Everything is exactly as it should be, and you are perfect just the way you are. begin to bring awareness into the fingertips and the toes. Wiggling through the hands and the feet. Beginning to rotate through the wrists and the ankles. And on our next breath in, reach palms overhead into a full body yawn. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. And rocking over onto the right side, using the bottom arm as a pillow. With eyes still closed, use the left palm to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Bring palms together with thumbs at heart center. And we'll close our practice with an Om. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Bring the thumbs to the third eye point between the eyebrows. The divine light in me greets and acknowledges the divine light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for coming. Great to see your beautiful shining faces bright and early in the morning. It's about by this time in the morning that I'm like, okay, I'm awake now.